Hey kids, today I'm going to be doing something I normally don't do that often, and that's opening up Marvel stuff. So today, we'll be opening up the Marvel Legends line from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse on today's episode of Hyperspace Hijinx. Alright, like I said, today we'll be opening up some Marvel figures, which is something I normally don't do. I mostly collect Star Wars Black Series figures, but I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, which is an animated film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really great. I have 3 of the characters. I have, of course, Miles Morales, Peter B. Parker, and Gwen Stacy. So let's start with Mr. Miles Morales. I don't really normally buy these, so I'm not really sure what the normal packaging looks like. But, you know, obviously, this is what it looks like. On the back, actually it has a, I guess you can build a figure. So if you buy 6 of the different figures, you can build, you can see on the back, Stiltman, which I did not buy all 6 figures, only bought 3, so we will not be making Stiltman. I guess I'll just have his pieces around. And you can see on the back also that you can get Gwen Stacy, Peter B. Parker, what's his face? What's his face? I don't remember his name. Prowler. Some red ninja and a frog dude, which I'm not really sure. Those aren't part of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse series. So, whatevs. From his packaging, you can see that he comes with, normally without the mask on, and then he's got the mask, and then he's got 2 different sets of hands. So, I'm sure I'll lose that at some point. That's cool. So, let's go see what he looks like. Now, open this up from the side. Try not to kill the packaging. I'm killing the packaging. So there you go. That's what it looks like there. Let's pop them out of this. It's got a lot of articulation, as you can see here. At the elbows, his wrists turn. His head has a lot of movement there, you can see. Joints, kind of your typical, similar to the Black Series figure. The amount of detail is actually pretty good, you can see there. He's got layers, so he's got the suit under. Then he's got like his hoodie, and then he's got a jacket on. Looks like you can take it off, but it doesn't really. The sleeves don't look like they come off, so it's not really a jacket and a hoodie. Alright, let's see what his accessories are. And how hard that is going to be to put on. So the Spider-Man mask is a full head, so you gotta take off his normal head, which always freaks me out because I always feel like I'm going to break it. And then same with his little hands here. You just pop out his old ones and put these new ones in. Look at that. Almost lost that one already. And then the Stiltman piece, which I'll just keep just in case, I guess. Looks like part of his upper torso head thingy part. So as you can see here, Miles Morales. Pew! Let's change his hands. So he's got his right hand with the web slingy action pose. The other one looks to be his. Is that right? Yeah. So the other one is his left hand. So you can have them both doing this, the web flingy pose thing. See, it's where I get nervous trying to pop off the hand. So it does pop off pretty nicely. It's just, you have to put a little force into it. And then also putting it on. But they do pop in place, so I kind of like that double thwip pose. Now, the part will also get nervous with is the head. So let's see. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. This goes into that joint. This looks a little bit trickier to do. Alright, there you go. No problem. And his leg came off. Awesome. But they're all joints, so ball joints, so there you go. So here's what it looks like. Oops. With the head and his double flippy pose thing, so we can have him swinging around going whee. So yeah, Miles Morales. Actually, there looks to be a lot of detail on him, so I really like it. And does definitely match the look of the film, which has a very stylized kind of a deal going on. I do like the way his I mean, it's not a full hoodie and not full jacket, but it makes the illusion that it looks like he's wearing layers. So it's kind of cool if they made it able to have his hood on as well. But you know, his costume is pretty funny because he's got the Spider-Man costume, but then again, he's got like shorts on and sneakers. So as you can see there. Whee. Overall, pretty good figure. I'm probably going to keep the Spider-Man face on because, you know, he's Spider-Man. But I don't know. The head sculpt on the face is actually pretty good too. If you can see that. There you go. Alright, Miles Morales. Let's toss this box somewhere. Right there, that's good. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose his head. Alright, now let's go with this guy. Peter B. Parker. Now, all of these characters are actually from different universes. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm going to spoil it a little bit. But the world that Miles Morales comes from, Peter Parker actually dies. And in the comic universe, Miles Morales was introduced in the Ultimate series, which is kind of like the retelling of the Marvel universe. And in that line, that universe, Spider-Man Peter Parker actually dies, and kind of like the movie, you know, something happens. Like in his world, Peter Parker dies, but Peter B. Parker comes from another universe where he obviously doesn't die. But then he like breaks up with Mary Jane and kind of lets himself go. So it looks kind of frumpy. But again, it's an awesome kind of character. I didn't show you the box, but same box, same kind of stuff. But you can see here he has way more accessories. It does make it seem like he has another head, but that is Stiltman's head. So he's got his normal head. He's got his head, because he often does kind of not wear his mask fully on, so that's kind of funny that he's got both his faces showing, but one has the Spider-Man cowl on. He does come with a soda cup. Again, he's got the kind of costumed gloves on, so the left and right, either in Thwippy mode or just fists. And I love that he's got the two different shoes on. Because, again, he's kind of, at this point in his life, a little depressed, doesn't really care what it looks like, so that's kind of cool. Alright, let's take him out of here. Toss this. Forgive the noise. Alright. So here we have him. There. Again, it's kind of a nice sculpt on him. Doesn't quite have the same range of motion in his head that Miles does, but I think that's maybe because his head's kind of long, I guess. You can see in his jacket, it's not a one piece, but it does give the illusion of layers, which is pretty good. I don't know what his karate chop hand is supposed to be for, but there you go. And again, like this, he's got the two different shoes on, so that's kind of funny. So let's see about popping his head off and putting the other head on. Don't break on me. I mean, it shouldn't break because they're ball joints, so just got to get over the fact that you're putting a lot of pressure on there to get it out and not think you're going to break it, which is what I keep mentally telling myself. I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to break it. Watch me break it. So I would say, as a toy, if you want to switch between the two, how does this come off? Hold on. His neck stays in place, because it looks like his neck is also a little bit movable, so I'm trying not to. There you go. Look how weird that looks. Scary. Okay. It's got a very long neck. And awesome, I just flipped his head around. Alright. Let's try this again. Pop. There you go. So there's what it looks like. I'll cover my eyes. Put it on. That's pretty cool. I like it. And then he's also got his two hands and his soda cup. Let's see how well his soda can or soda cup fits in his hand. Actually, pretty well. So he's got that accessory. As far as articulation, his arm swivels kind of like that. Obviously, the elbows bend, hands bend, and also has a pivot point. Knees bend, and his feet do. So, pretty good articulation you'd expect from a figure of this size. Drink his little soda there, so you can see that. It's like, play it cool, Miles. Though I think I'm going to put his Spider-Man hand on. So his left one. Which one's his left one? This one. Pop out this hand. It came out pretty easy. See? And now he's going to fight crime with Miles while still having his soda. Whee! Or he's going to a metal concert. So you go, Metallica! That is Peter B. Parker. And hopefully I won't lose his hands. You know, as a kid, I'd always lose the guns and accessories first. I remember there was some lines, like G.I. Joe would sometimes have like just a pack of weapons because they knew the kids would lose it. This is the Stiltman head. Oops. There. I'm not really familiar with Stiltman. Kind of looks like... So I'll focus on my face. It kind of looks like Ant-Man's head, but whatever. Last but not least, actually is two figures. And this is Gwen Stacy and Spider-Ham, which is amazing. She also comes with her normal face in costume, and then two thwippy hands, and then I guess the torso of Stillman. On the back, get a little blurb about her. Anyway, let's take a look at Gwen Stacy and Spider-Ham. And Spider-Ham is voiced by John Mulaney from... he's a writer on Saturday Night Live, or was a writer on Saturday Night Live. I think he actually has a little bit of a problem in real life. But that's another show. So here you go. Let's give the noise again. This time let's just do all this in one piece. One shot. So Gwen Stacy. There you go. She comes from another universe where her Peter Parker also dies, and then she's the one who takes on the mantle of Spider Person. You can see her. What's weird is like her hoodie does move, but it's not part of anything. So it looks more like a weird necklace. Her head has the similar motion to Miles. Same thing with Peter V. Parker, but I think because Peter Parker's face is so long, it kind of restricts movement. She is kind of... That's just since she's not wearing any other, like a jacket or whatever, you can kind of see that she does have an abdomen, torso joint at that level. So, strong like wood. So there's Gwen. Alright, let's take off her head. Hopefully that won't go flying. There you go. Alright, guys. Pop right on. Here's what she looks like. There you go. And then she does come with two thwippy hands, so let's put those on. Or at least one of them. Let's make her right-handed. That one, I think. So her character actually is a musician. At least in the animated series. She's in a band. But I don't know if she is in the Spider-Verse. I don't think they went into it that much. If they do a sequel, I'd like to see her come back, along with all the rest. So, it's her with a thwippy hand. Why do I call it a thwippy hand? Because that's the sound effect that they write when they shoot their webs. So, there you go. And then we have, of course, Spider-Ham. Obviously comes from another universe. Kind of a silly universe. It reminds me of the Captain Carrot and the Zoo review from DC Comics. But all I like about him is got Spider-Man eyes on his nose as well. So it's cool. It's one piece. Doesn't really have any... Oh, his head does move, so that's kind of cool. So, cover my face. There you go. Stop focusing on me. I'm looking at a monitor, so it's weird. Alright. There you go. Butt check. So I have 3 pieces of the Stiltman guy. I have his torso, his whatever that is, and his head. So might as well put that together. His head is the same joint. There you go. So yeah, here's a armless and legless Stiltman. Again, There's 3 other figures in this line or series, so I probably won't get them, but that's what he might look like. Let's imagine some really long legs down here. So there you go, kids. Peter B. Parker, Miles Morales, and Gwen Stacy from the Marvel Legends line. Oh, and Spider-Ham. Can I get this all in one shot with one? There we go. There we go. Here we. Oop. 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 Alright, there. Yay. Again, if you haven't seen the movie, I definitely recommend it. It's really fun. Really looks awesome. And I hope they do some more of those. So, thanks for watching, kids. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and to this video. And we will see you next time on Hyperspace Hijinx. Catch you on the flip side. Make my Marvel. Excelsior. I am Spider-Man. Wait, what?